Are you living in Utah or Idaho and looking to get car insurance for the very first time? If you are, then this video is for you. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through my step-by-step process to get the best car insurance at the best affordable price within the next 24 to 48 hours. If you don't yet know who I am, my name is Jaden Johnson, and I'm your favorite independent insurance agent. I currently live in Preston, Idaho, and work with clients in the state of Utah as well as Idaho when it comes to all of their insurance needs. Now, like I mentioned before, in this quick video, I'm going to show you how to get car insurance, especially if this is your first time, whether you are graduating high school and getting car insurance for yourself, maybe you're getting married and coming off of your parents' insurance. Either way, you're looking to get car insurance and need some help to know what does that process look like and what's the best way to go through that process. Now, the first step in getting car insurance is first of all getting familiar with car insurance. Now, insurance can be extremely overwhelming. At times, it can be boring for some individuals. And so in this video, I'm going to break down the basics of car insurance so that you know what you should be looking for and what these different terms mean as you're shopping for car insurance. Now, the first thing that you need to know when it comes to car insurance is that there's different types of coverages, and all of them can be combined together to give you your car insurance policy. Now, in your policy, the first type of coverage that I recommend that you look for and is actually required is known as a bodily injury coverage. This type of coverage is used in the case that you're driving your vehicle and you cause damage to other individuals where they actually need to go to the hospital or they need medical treatment. That's why it's called bodily injury. Now, when bodily injury can be separated into two categories. The first limit that they give you with your car insurance is known as per person limit, and the other limit is per occurrence or per accident. My recommendation of what type of coverage to look for in terms of those limits is at least $100,000 per person and $300,000 per accident or per occurrence. The next type of coverage within your car insurance is going to be your property damage coverage. Now, after your bodily injury is what is known as your property damage coverage, and this type of coverage helps you out in the scenario that you're operating your vehicle and you cause damage to other individuals' property, right? It couldn't just be a vehicle that you damage, but it could also just be a house, it could be a sidewalk, it could be other types of structures, light poles, traffic signs, things of this nature. My recommendation with your property damage limit is that you want to set it at around $100,000 or more, just because of the prices of vehicles and different types of buildings or structures out there that you could potentially damage while driving a vehicle. Then the last type of coverage that you definitely want to keep an eye out for and consider having, especially if you have a vehicle that is loaned to you or you have a current vehicle with a loan on it, this type of coverage is known as collision coverage as well as comprehensive coverage. Now, collision coverage is typically chosen with a deductible of $250, $500, $1,000, $2,000. And what this type of coverage actually does is it takes care of your vehicle in the case of a collision. So let's say that you were to get into an accident or to run into a structure and it was your fault. Those types of damages wouldn't be covered by the other party, but they could be covered by your own insurance, and that's where collision coverage comes into place. Now, on the other hand, we have what's known as comprehensive coverage. Now, comprehensive coverage, similar to collision, comes with a deductible of $200, $250, $500, or even $1,000 and upwards from there. Now, comprehensive coverage is completely different. This actually protects your vehicle for other types of perils and accidents that you could have. For example, having an animal hit your car, any glass chips or glass cracks, or maybe you just backed up in the parking lot and ran into a grocery cart, or you ran into another vehicle and you have a comp claim on your vehicle now. So those are what we consider comprehensive claims, and it's another type of coverage that you want to keep in mind as you're shopping for car insurance. Now that you understand the basics of car insurance, the second step in my process is actually finding an agent. This step in the entire process is going to make it that much easier for you because you'll now have an expert who is there to serve and to help you throughout the entire process moving forward when it comes to your insurance needs. Now, when it comes to finding an agent, I recommend a couple of things. First is when you're looking for an agent, find someone that you like and that you trust, because this individual could be potentially involved in your life for the next 6-12 months, or if they do a really great job, they could be there for you throughout the rest of your life, helping you insure your home, insure your auto, providing life insurance, and even providing health insurance. And if you own a business, even commercial or business insurance as well. So that's my first recommendation, is find an agent that you actually like and that you actually trust. Now, outside of that, I also recommend that you work with an independent agent like myself rather than a captive agent. Now, the difference between those type of agents is an independent agent actually works with multiple different carriers. So for me, I have over 15 different carriers that I work with and have the ability to provide insurance for you through those different carriers. While a captive agent only has one carrier that they work with. And the benefits there is obviously with an independent agent, they have the ability to shop around and find you the best rates as well as the best coverage. And that brings us to step number 3, which is actually getting a quote. Now, a quote is where you actually work with an agent, you give them your car information. Some of the things that they'll need is your driver's license number, your date of birth, your address, and the VIN number for your vehicle. So make sure that you have those 4 things ready and you're able to provide them to your insurance agent so they can provide you with a quote. But once you have all of that information ready, what they can then do is actually shop around all these different carriers, submit your information, and see what different rates and coverages are available for you in your situation. From there, they'll be able to provide you with that quote so that you can make the best decision moving forward. And that brings us to the 4th and final step, which is actually purchasing your insurance and enrolling into your new policy. So once you have those different quote options in front of you, you'll be able to weigh the pros and the cons with your insurance agent to make the best decision, but you'll also be able to see how much it's going to cost you either monthly, every 6 months, or every 12 months. Now, I do want to remind you that when you're going to actually purchase your insurance, make sure that you ask your insurance agent about other applicable discounts that are available to you, or if there's a pay in full discount. More often than not, most carriers out there are going to offer a bunch of different discounts that you might have or that you might be able to take advantage of. You just need to know about them. Outside of that, they'll also offer discounts for paying in full. So rather than having a monthly payment for your insurance, you can pay ahead of time for 6 months or for an entire year, and they'll give you an additional discount on top of that as well. And so make sure that when you're ready to enroll, you have those different quotes in front of you, you know what you're looking for, and you have the method that you want to pay with. Now, after this video, you should know all the basics when it comes to car insurance and should be able to have a really good plan moving forward on how to quickly and easily get car insurance. Now, if you don't love your insurance agent, you don't have one as of yet, then you can go ahead and click the link below this video, submit your information, and I would be happy to work with you and actually provide you a quote for your auto insurance.